Yeah, Aditi and Chandana, we completed that Demoviers, complex numbers and Demoviers also completed. Then we discuss about quadratic equations. Do you know quadratic equations? Chandana and Aditi. Chandana and Aditi, tell me quadratic.
No, sir, there's not that much touch in the chapter. Yeah, but we learned it.
Yes, sir.
You have Chandana. Yeah, from this quadratic equations you will get in JEE exam 8 marks. 8 marks will get. Okay. In AMSET exam 2 marks. 2 questions will come AMSET. 8 marks. 8 means 2 questions in JEE mains and advanced also. Yeah, what is meant by quadratic equation means yes, we have quadratic expression as well as quadratic equation. If A, B, C are suppose for example, if a small a comma small b small c are complex numbers, and a compulsory not equal to 0, a only a not equals to 0, then the expression here, ax square plus bx plus c, ax square plus bx plus c is called a quadratic expression. Quadratic expression. Yeah, whereas in a polynomial having second order variable is nothing but a quadratic expression. Suppose a into x equal to b. Here, this is one equation. In this equation, having the variable x to the power of 1. So it is a linear equation. Suppose ax square equal to bx. Yeah, this can be right ax square minus bx equal to 0. Yes, it is a equation. In this equation, the variable involving the highest degree is nothing but 2. So then it is a quadratic equation. So, yes, first of all, this is a quadratic expression. After that, it is quadratic equation. Yeah, equation compulsory will be having LHS and RHS side. LHS and RHS. Suppose here Px square plus Qx plus R is there. Yeah, just it is like. So it is a quadratic expression, not an equation. When we are taking equal to 0 or equal to something will be there, then it is a quadratic equation. Okay, here A, B, C are complex numbers. Complex numbers means we maybe take any number. Okay, not only complex means we'll take any number, real number or whole number or integer or rational, whatever it is we will take. But the x coefficient must be not equal to 0. The x coefficient must be not equal to x square coefficient. Here x square coefficient is not equal to 0. So the a is compulsory non-zero, then a into x square plus bx plus c. Here a, b, c are any three complex numbers. So the quadratic equation comes from the quadratic expression. Quadratic expression means an expression involves the highest degree variable is 2. The highest degree variable is 2. So and next px square plus qy plus z equals to 0. Yes, here p and q are constants, x, y, z are variables. Of course, this is a quadratic expression, a quadratic equation of three variables, x, y, z. Three. Sometimes x square, y square, z square. Sometimes compulsory the highest degree of variable is 2 in the expression or in the equation is nothing but quadratic expression or a quadratic equation. Now a complex number, the next, every quadratic equation or every equation should have a solution, should have roots. Every equation or every expression or every polynomial also, polynomial means the solution is nothing but zeros are having polynomial. Quadratic expressions are, quadratic equations are having solution. Okay, the solution is nothing but roots. Okay, here the next point is a complex number alpha, a complex number alpha is said to be a 0, alpha is said to be a 0, alpha is said to be a 0 of the quadratic expression, of the quadratic expression. QE means the quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c, if a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. Yeah, when this has a 0 means that what the value will be taking, we put in place of x, we will get 0. Suppose here x square minus 2x plus 1, this is a quadratic expression. We are taking x equals to 1 is a 0. Is 0 means here it has a solution or it has a root. Of course, there is no equal to 0. Okay, that's why we are taking what the value is. We are substituting in place of x. We will get 0. Then that value is nothing but 0. We put in place of x is 0, 1. Put x equals to 1 is 1 square minus 2x plus 1. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus 2, it should be 0. So x equals to 1 is a 0. Suppose x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Sorry, x square minus 3x plus 2 equal plus 2. What is the 0 of this? We are taking any value, suppose 1 we are taking. Put x equals to 1. 1 minus 3 into 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, x equals to 1 is a 0. Is a 0 of a quadratic expression, of given quadratic expression. Okay, when the given expression is quadratic, we are taking the value, satisfying value. When we are substituting on that quadratic expression, we are getting 0. Then that value is nothing but 0 of the quadratic expression. Now, quadratic equation. Yeah, the quadratic expression along with the equal to 0 or equal to something, LHS and RHS are there. Yeah, if A, B, C are complex numbers, if A, B, C are complex numbers, and A is not equal to 0, then ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is called a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Okay. Or in an equation involves the highest degree variable is 2, then it is also quadratic equation. Suppose an equation involving the highest order degree or the highest degree variable is 3, then it is cubic equation. Cubic, fourth degree, fifth degree, sixth degree, etc. Yeah, when the variable having the highest order in equation is 2, then it is a quadratic equation. Now here every quadratic equation also have a solution. That solution is nothing but root or solution. A complex number alpha is said to be a complex number alpha is said to be a root or solution. Root or solution of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. That's it. Okay, the number of roots or the number of zeros of a quadratic equation is 2. Why? Because the highest degree of variable is 2, then the number of zeros or number of roots are depends upon the degree of the equation. Suppose the given equation having third degree is highest, then that equation having 3 roots. If it is 4, then 4 roots. Okay. Now the roots, the general formula for getting the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are nothing but here x equals to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is one root. Another root is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These two are roots of this equation, the general roots. Okay. For next, if alpha beta are the roots of, if alpha beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then the sum of the roots is nothing but minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. The sum of the roots, that means alpha plus beta, is minus b by a. Minus means minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. Product of the roots is alpha into beta constant by x square coefficient. Constant by x square coefficient. Here, sum of the roots is alpha plus beta. Product of the roots is alpha into beta. So these two are formulas to get the alpha and beta also. Directly when we are getting the equation, just we can solve the alpha and beta by using the formula is minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, or alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta value. Sum of the roots and the product of the roots we have to take. Sum of the roots is minus b by a, product of the roots is a c by a. Sometimes alpha and beta values given, by using those values we will make one quadratic equation. How is it? If alpha and beta are the roots, if alpha beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then this can be write like this. Then a into x minus alpha plus into x minus beta. Okay, this can be write like this: a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. The quadratic equation having roots, we have alpha comma beta. Then we can form a quadratic equation, either this or another formula is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. When we have alpha beta directly, by using those values we will make one quadratic equation, that is x square minus of alpha plus beta. Suppose for example, if alpha equals to 5, beta equal to 6, then what is the quadratic equation means? X square minus of 5 plus 6 into x plus 5 into 6 equal to 0. That is x square minus 11x plus 30 equal to 0. Yeah, this is the quadratic equation of alpha and beta values are 5, 6. I hope you understand. Chandra and Aditi, both of you, I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Please, you can ask me, have you any doubt? Aditi? Aditi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have you any doubt? Just you can ask me.
No, sir, I don't have any doubt. Like we already completed this lesson in 11th grade.
Chandana, what about? Okay.
So your voice is very low.
Now my voice?
Yes, sir, it's clear now.
Yeah. Okay, next, suppose f of x, if f of x equals to ax square plus bx plus c. If ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, QE means quadratic equation, then this equation whose roots are the reciprocals of the roots of f of x equals to 0 is f of 1 by x equals to 0. If alpha comma beta are the roots of f of x equal to 0, then we are writing 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta are the roots of f of 1 by x equal to 0. In place of x is 1 by x, that means a by x square plus b by x plus c equal to 0 has the roots are 1 by alpha, 1 by beta. Just we are taking the reciprocals of alpha and beta of f of x equals to 0 and f of 1 by x equal to 0. Hope you understand this. Okay. And next, discriminant. Yeah, every quadratic equation has a discriminant. The discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac. If ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, bx plus c equals to 0, then the discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Why we are taking discriminant? Yeah, the nature of the roots of given quadratic equation is depends upon the nature of the discriminant. Okay, suppose the discriminant is positive, the roots nature is one thing. The discriminant is negative, one thing. Is equal to 0 is one thing. Yeah, we'll write those. If the discriminant will be take the symbolically we can write a delta equals to b square minus 4ac. Delta equals to b square minus 4ac, which is less than 0. Okay, if the given quadratic equation having a discriminant, if that is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. Then the roots are imaginary. And next, if delta equals to b square minus 4ac greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. Distinct or unequal. Next, if delta equals to b square minus 4ac equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. real and equal. This is we will get yeah. Suppose the given quadratic equation having the same roots. Same roots means the root is nothing but double root or repeated root. And we have a necessary and sufficient condition. A necessary and a sufficient condition. Sufficient condition for the quadratic expression, for the quadratic equations, quadratic equations. Two equations are there. That is a1x square plus b1x plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x square plus b2x plus c2 equal to 0. Okay, to have a common root. To have a common root. When the two quadratic equations are having one common root, the root is nothing but the common root is nothing but c1a2 minus c2a1 divided by a1b2 minus a2b1. This is the formula for getting common root when those two quadratic equations. Okay, if two quadratic equations have common root, then the root formula is nothing but c1a2 minus c2a1 by a1b2 minus a2b. That's enough. Next, okay, the next symbolically we'll write if the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are imaginary. When those two roots are imaginary, then a and ax square plus bx plus c, okay, have the same sign. Have the same sign. Have the same sign means a is negative, then ax square plus bx plus c also negative. If a is positive, ax square plus bx plus c is also positive. And also when these two are have same sign, not only imaginary, sometimes will get a real and equal also. That time alpha value compulsory minus b by 2a. Okay, the next thing is, the next point, if the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are real and equal. Equal to alpha equals to minus b by 2a. Then for alpha not equal to x belongs to R here. Then for alpha not equals to x, which is a real number, of course, a and ax square plus bx plus c have the same sign. Have the same sign. Sign means either positive or negative or something. These two are important. If alpha beta be the real roots of given equation, when one root is less than another root, If alpha is less than beta, alpha and beta both are roots of the given quadratic expression, then we have 2 points are there. One is x lies between alpha to beta. X is a real number. Alpha less than x less than beta. Okay. Then a and a x square plus bx plus c have opposite side. Have opposite sign. And next, if x is r, if x is a real number, of course, x less than alpha and or x greater than beta. Conversely, this. Then that time a and ax square plus bx plus c have the same sign. Have the same sign. That's enough. Okay. Now, let f of x equals to ax square plus bx plus c be a quadratic function. Be a quadratic function. Then we have 2 points are there. If a is positive, a means x square coefficient is positive, then f of x has minimum value. Then f of x has minimum value. Minimum value at x equals to minus b by 2a. Yeah, when x square coefficient a is positive, then that f of x has minimum value at the point is minus b by 2a. The minimum value is also, and the minimum value is the 4ac minus b square by 4ac minus b square by 4a. And next, the second point is if a is less than 0, then the same f of x has maximum value. Maximum value at the same point x equals to minus b by 2a, and the maximum value also 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4ac minus b square by 4a. That's enough. Here, when the given equation having the x square coefficient which is positive, the function f of x has minimum. When it is negative, f of x has maximum. Those values also 4ac minus b square by 4a. Here, quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Suppose there will be a less than 0 or greater than 0 or less than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. That time, that is quadratic inequation. Quadratic inequation. Then that quadratic inequation and quadratic equation. Quadratic expression, quadratic inexpression. Next, when a quadratic equation are ax square plus by square plus cz square equal to 0. Yes, an equation having 3 variables. Of course, all the variables degree is 2. This is called homogeneous. homogeneous quadratic equation. Homogeneous quadratic equation. Suppose ax square plus by plus c equal to 0. This is non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous quadratic equation. Okay. Yeah, in the next class, we'll discuss how the nature of the roots will be having of the given quadratic expression by using the conditions. Suppose one root is double of the another root, one condition, one root is a square root of another root, that is that time we have one condition, and the same roots will be get, then we have one condition. The conditions are important. After completion of some points are there, after completion of the points we'll do some problems, related problems. Okay, Chandana and Atidi. Chandana, I hope you understand. We'll get
Yes.
back you in the next class. In the next class we'll discuss about the some problems and remaining points also. Okay, Chandana.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.